So welcome back, guys, to another video, and this is more of a vlog than an actual video like I usually do. And this doesn't necessarily have to do with video games, more of the gaming community. This is something I've been wanting to talk about for months because it's become such a huge hot topic, and that is my thoughts on Patreon, Kickstarter, GoFundMe, all those different mediums to help content creators. Now, first of all, I want to say I have nothing against Patreons. I have nothing against Kickstarters or GoFundMes. I've backed a couple of Patreons. I've backed a couple of Kickstarters in the past. I think is a great tool for the little man to kind of work his way up and do something really spectacular and get noticed, and overall have a job doing what they love to do. I mean, who doesn't want to make money doing something they enjoy? But you know, it's funny because I have some outsiders, you know, friends and family who don't really do YouTube, or they don't really know anything about YouTube. They just know that I do videos every once in a while, and they'll see like news articles about like PewDiePie or somebody like that making millions of dollars, and they look at me and they're like, why aren't you making millions of dollars? Why aren't you, you know, why are you still doing what you're doing right now? And they automatically kind of think of me as kind of a failure. But the thing is I just look at them and I say, this is a hobby. This is something I enjoy doing. This is something that I just love doing. That's what it is. It's not about the money. It's not about, you know, that's why none of my videos are monetized or I have ad revenue or anything like that. And it's just a personal preference, you know. And also, I feel like I'm not that big of a YouTuber. I'm not at that point where I can look at myself and say I can make this a full-time gig, because I think of job security. Because, you know, YouTube is one of those things that it could go. It could definitely just shut down. We could wake up and YouTube could not be around anymore. I mean, YouTube's already seen in the last 3 years some very shaky ground since Google bought it out. You know, we've had copyright problems. We've had no more response videos. So, I mean, that community essence in that particular way is gone. It's not there anymore. It's no longer what we saw YouTube back in, like, you know, 2010. You know, it's not the same YouTube. So I see that and I'm like, man, I don't know. I don't want to put my eggs in a basket for something like that. And that's just one of the reasons why I haven't done it. I know some of the reasons why people do Patreons, because, you know, equipment's not cheap. You know, I've went through various microphones. I've went through 2 laptops since I've started YouTube, and I know this stuff gets very expensive. And you know, if you're putting in so much money, if you're spending thousands of dollars on camera equipment, lighting, microphones, going to conventions, getting you know, hands-free microphones for interviews, you know, if you're putting that much effort into it, then maybe you should try to make some money off of it. That makes sense. I mean, if you're pouring in thousands of dollars, you should make some money back. I definitely understand that. Just, I mean, the only reason why I haven't done it is because, like I said, it's a hobby, and I feel like that once you step over that boundary, once you start making money off YouTube, your content does change. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just what it is. You have to, at that point, it's a race. You have to stay relevant. You have to stay fresh. You have to keep people's attention, because it's no longer, you know, you're just looking at view counts or subs and just looking back and be like, oh, wow, I got 1,000 subscribers now. Now you're looking at it, you're like, holy shit, I lost 20 subscribers. Holy shit, you know, this video I put out, I'm only getting 10,000 views. I'm only making this much money. I have rent to pay. It becomes stressful, and at this point in my life, I don't want that a part of mine. So that's why I haven't done it yet, you know. And all I can say to also the people that do Patreons and, you know, Kickstarters and any sort of crowdfunding, be very, very cautious about what you say to people, you know. I know a lot of YouTubers get really mad about ad block. You know, I've seen it on various Facebook posts being like, you know, you people putting up ad block, you guys are just, you know, raping me of my funds, and enjoy your free entertainment. That's not a good thing to say to people. That makes you look very greedy. That makes it look like that you're in it for the wrong reasons. That is the equivalent of you're working a kiosk job, you know, selling hair straighteners, and you ask someone, hey, come over here, I want to show you this hair straightener, and they say no thank you, and you turn around and you throw a rock at him in the back of the head. That's exactly what's going on. So don't do that. Keep in mind that what you're doing is a very experimental way of income. And keep in mind that not everyone is going to support you. Not everyone is going to be there and embrace you with open arms. Some people are, you know, don't even look at YouTube as a real job. Some people don't look at it that way. I personally, I could see it as a job, especially when you're putting money into it, you're putting time into it, and you're making money back. That's a job. That's really what it is. And me personally right now, I couldn't do it with YouTube. So what are your thoughts on this, guys? Definitely leave a comment below. Tell me some of your input on Patreons and YouTube. It's definitely become a hand-in-hand. It's like peanut butter and jelly with content creators now. And I'm not saying anything's wrong with that, but it's something that we definitely need to look into. And if you are a content creator looking for income, there's a couple things you have to understand and a couple things you have to be willing to swallow. You know, there's a couple things you have to swallow your pride for. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Leave a comment below. And as always, happy gaming.